You're listening to Rabbi Aryeh Wolbe, Director of Torch, the Torah Outreach Resource Center of Houston. This is the Jewish Inspiration Podcast.
Welcome back, my dear friends. Day number 62. We're on page 378 in the Orchos Tzaddikim, Ways of the Righteous in the Gate of Happiness, in the Treasure for Life edition. Habitachon Ashlishi, we said that in order to have proper happiness and joy, you need to be able to let go. The first thing we said you need to let go of is your own health, meaning don't put your trust in your doctors. Don't think that doing the exercise is going to be the solution to all of your problems. Do it. Eat healthy, eat your vitamins, and do your exercise. Do those things, but don't put your faith in it. Don't put your trust that, this is going to guarantee any solution, any conclusion. Hashem is the one who decides the success that we have in any area of our lives. The second we said is our person's livelihood. People are running after their career and their livelihood. Like, this is a guarantee. If I go to this school, if I take this course, if I do this, I do that, this is going to guarantee my success. And we know that that's flawed. Habitachon Ashlishi, what's the third trust that a person should be very, very careful of? Be'inyan ishto ubanu v'krovav v'ohavav. Im haboteach hazeh nochri v'ger below isho ukrovim v'chaverim yikach elokim lekorov u'lechaver. If the one who trusts, in this case, is a stranger without a wife, relatives, or friends, let him take Hashem as a relative and a friend. As it is written, this is my beloved and this is my friend. Zedodi v'zerei v'yachshov kach. And he should think as follows. Kol mi sheyesh l'krovim. Whoever has relatives, la'achar zman ma'at, after a short time, yoshuv la'kever v'yishar nochri u'badad yeshev, will return to his grave eventually and remain a stranger and alone. And neither relatives, children, nor friends will benefit him. Not one of them will befriend him. V'lo yoel oso lo korov, v'lo ben, v'lo chaver. V'lo yischaber imo echod mehen, v'yachshov achar kach b'histalkus tirdoso mikrovim hamutalim alav, v'yachshov ze letova. She'im hayalo esik binyan olam hazeh hayatorcho meruba v'lo hayisalo menucha. I'm going to translate all of this in a minute. V'im hu osek bi'inyane achariso, bi'inyane hamitzvos, v'yichud libo lelokim, yeh libo yoser panu miyuchad be'eis shehu levado below krovav. V'ein safek b'zeh. V'al kein hayu haprushim hamiyachdim ho'el bilvavam borchim iboteim umikrovehem el hahorim kedei sheyifanu levavam el halokim. So what is he saying here? He's saying that a person has to measure his time with his wife and his children and his relatives. And what he means is, and I need to be very clear about this, is that a person needs to have time alone. A person needs to have time to contemplate, to introspect. If a person is always busy with their wife, with their children, with their family, then what happens? What happens is they don't have time to be on their own and to reflect on what's the right direction for me to lead my life, what's the right relationship for me to have with God. It says that the Prushim, the dedicated servants of Hashem, what would they do? They would leave their wife and kids every once in a while, and they would go to the mountains and forests so that they can free their mind to serve Hashem. Now, what does that mean? You mean that if I'm married and I have children, then I can't serve God? No. That means that you're very busy taking care of your wife and your children and your relatives. It's very important. And it's a big responsibility. But you also have to have time for your own service of Hashem in solitude, V'im haya habotech be'elokim, bal isha ubanim v'krovim ve'ohavim yiftach be'elokim sheyitin lekoach l'shalom lohem ma shechayev lohem v'lasos chavtzehem v'yiftach sheyeh libo shalom imohem v'yora ose derachim tovim b'inyonei haTorah v'avodas habore v'lo b'shvil shehu mitzape sheyavo lo revach machma zeh mehem v'lo sheyichabdu avur ma shemare lohem derech hayashar v'lo lehishtarer alehem ela yaseh kedei lekayem mitzvahs habore baruch hu levado v'yachshov shehu shlucho shel makom l'lamed l'krov la'avav. So he says a person has to realize to utilize the relationship he has with family, whether it be a spouse, children, relatives, to inspire them to the service of Hashem. A person shouldn't say, well, I'm not going to be their guide. I'm not here to tell them what to do or how to do. You're right. We're not here to be a dictator in our homes, how to serve God. This is the way we're going to serve God in my house. A person has to do it with pleasantness, with love, with friendship, but to make sure that there's a focus to instill this love in our children, to instill this way of Hashem in our home. V'lo yachzik tov la'atzmo, v'lo yigba libo aleim. A person shouldn't think like, I understand the ways of Hashem, I have clarity, and now you guys, my students, my disciples. No. We're on a journey here together. Va'im yitzdarach lekrovav v'malu chesrono yachshov shehem shlucho shel makom baruch hu l'malus chesrono v'lo yiftach bohem klal v'im yivakish mehem dovra v'yoshivu ponav rekam al yosim aleim chatos ach yachshov ki harbe shluchim l'makom l'malus chesrono. See, he also says here that a person sometimes relies on their family, and their family falls short of providing what you need. You asked your family for a favor. You asked your family for, something, and they fell short of what you expected. Now you're all down and upset about them. I can't believe it. I thought family. What's family for? You know what you have to remember? That God has many messengers to fulfill His needs. Don't put your trust specifically. Oh, my family, they're gonna give me that loan. They're gonna take care of me when Hashem has many different messengers, and you have to realize that. Don't put all of your trust per se in your family. They have their own lives. They have their own children. People sometimes put expectations in their children, on their children, to do certain things. When they're older, oh, my children should take care of me like this. My children should do this. A person shouldn't put those expectations on their children. They should put the expectations on the Almighty. The Almighty will take care of me. He may send my children. He may send someone else to help and to assist. And I think this is another area that if we want to not fall into a place of disappointment, then this is another tool to make sure that we have the proper perspective of what our role is with our family. I might want to not post day number 62 yet and learn it again perhaps and share it with a little bit more clarity in our next session. My dear friends, this concludes day number 62. Have a great day.
You've been listening to Rabbi Aryeh Wolbe on a podcast produced by Torch, the Torah Outreach Resource Center of Houston. Please help sponsor an episode so we can continue to produce more quality Jewish content for our listeners around the globe. Please visit torchweb.org to donate and partner with us on this incredible endeavor.